Hey, beautiful yogis. Welcome to Kirsten Nielsen Yoga. Today, I have my beautiful mum assisting me teach you a morning energizing practice. So it's for when you've just woken up and everything feels a little sticky and a little tight. This is the practice that will open up the channels of the body to make you feel alive before you start your day. You won't need any props for this practice, simply just yourself and your yoga mat. So let's get started. All right, so we'll start in a tabletop position. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And just take a minute here to close the eyes and just allowing the body to move in any way that feels intuitive to you. So you can start to really feel into the neck, the shoulders, the hips. And already here, getting a bit of an indication of how the body's feeling today, what areas are sticky, what areas are tight. And also really starting to understand your energy level. So whether you need to pull back to give yourself more energy, whether you need more stillness during the practice, or if the medicine is movement and you need that little bit more fire to get you going today. So even though I will be moving a little bit more in towards an energizing practice, be very intuitive and know that you can come into child's pose, you can come into stillness whenever you need. Now, when you feel ready, coming back into tabletop, shoulders right on top of the wrists, spread the fingers out nice and wide and grab the ground with the fingertips. So already here we find the Hasta Bandha, we find that connection to the earth through the hands. Now extending your right leg back, keeping the ball of the foot down onto the mat. Take a breath in and slightly shift the weight forwards and rounding the upper back. Yes, as you breathe out, pressing back through the right heel and feel the whole back chain of the body start to open. So the fascia line from the right heel all the way, even maybe to the neck if you bring the chin slightly in towards the chest. Keeping the shoulders drawing down the back, yes. Take another inhale. Send your gaze forward, shift the weight forward, lower your right knee down to the mat. Exhale, well done. Then switching sides, extending the left leg back. Ball the foot down, breath in, round the upper back, shift the weight slightly forwards. Exhale, press back into the left heel. Think left heel down, but keep pressing into the ball of that left foot. Big breath into the left calf. Stay long, breath out. Then shift the weight forward, lower the left knee down, take an inhale. Then sliding your right hand forward as you exhale. Breathe in, bending the right elbow, but don't allow the elbow to touch the mat on the breath out, lower the head down. So pressing down into your right palm and imagine like you're dragging that right hand in. Stay big, inhale. Now we're going to thread the left arm across the body as you exhale. Left arm, left arm. That's it. It's going to go underneath. Pressing the left shoulder down and imagine like you're dragging the left shoulder over towards the left side of the mat. We're just here for one more big breath in. And then gently coming out, sliding that left hand back on the breath out, sliding the right hand back. Well done. Good. Breathing in. Sliding now the left hand forwards on the breath out. Hover the elbows off the mat to touch as you lower the forearms down. Let the head be heavy. Press down into the palm and drag in. Take another big breath in. Now we'll thread the right arm across and through on the breath out. Right shoulder down. Keep drawing the hips back. Big inhale. Stay one more long exhale. And then sliding the left hand back, pressing down into the left palm. So left hand back and then the right hand. Yeah, that makes it a little bit easier to come up. Good. Walk your hands a hand's distance forward and we come into down dog. So tucking the toes under, picking the knees off the mat, we send the sit bones high. Now here, pressing down into the palms equally as again you hollow out through the armpits and really send the weight back towards the legs, towards the feet. We'll take a big breath in, rise up onto the balls of the feet, squeeze up the knees. Exhale, bend the right knee, lower the left heel down to the mat on the breath out. Rising up, balls of the feet, inhale. Bending the left knee, lowering the right heel down to the mat, exhale. Rising up, balls of the feet, big breath in. Now bend the right knee, lower the left heel down to the mat, breath out. Stay here, send your gaze back to the feet. Start to hover the right foot off the mat, couple centimeters. This is going to feel a lot for that left calf. Take another inhale. Knee to the nose, rising up onto the ball of the left foot, step the foot between the hands. Big step. Yes, good, well done. Come up onto the fingertips, take a big breath in, open through the heart. Lowering the left knee down to the mat on the breath out. Place your right hand onto your right thigh. Then sweep the left arm up overhead, big breath in. Little lean over towards the right on the breath out. Sending your right arm up overhead, back to center. Inhale, right arm up, yes. Fingertips down to the mat as you exhale. Come up onto the fingertips, look forwards, breath in. Walk the hands back as you straighten out through the right leg on the breath out. Good. Now take a moment, flex through the right foot, point the toes up towards the sky and press into the ball of the foot. Come up a little higher with the fingertips, think height with the heart. And then as you exhale, point the foot and soften the elbows as you fold in, yes. And again, big breath in, flex through the foot, look forwards, drag the heel back. Exhale, point the foot as you soften the elbows and fold. Now look forwards, breath in, flex the foot, bend into the right knee on the breath out. Plant the right foot down. Both arms up overhead, big breath in. Hands down to the mat, step it back, plank pose on your breath out, nice and light, good. Shift the weight forwards, breathing in. Option to drop your knees down, chaturanga to the belly on the breath out, go all the way down. Good. Now shoulder opener here, extend your right arm out towards the right. Yes. Now here you can choose, you can keep that right arm extended, come up onto the left fingertips, or you can bend into the right elbow and start to roll onto the right shoulder. That's it. Stacking the hips, or maybe bending into your left knee, step your left foot outside of your right foot. Yes, beautiful. Big breath in, keep pressing the right palm down, keep pressing the right forearm down. Let the head be heavy. And then on your next in-breath, gently coming back to center with control. Yes. Slide the right hand back in. Now hands either side of the chest, spread the toes, press down even to the little pinky toes. Cobra, rolling the shoulders, lift the heart, take a breath in. Don't go too high. Lower down, long breath out. And again, once more, keep the pubic bone pressing down as you lift the heart. Inhale, light with the hands. Lower down, long exhale. Now we switch sides, extending the left arm out towards the left. Come up onto the right fingertips. And then starting to roll onto the left shoulder or bending the left elbow as you press down into the palm, press down to the forearm. Again, either stacking the hips or bending into the right knee and stepping the right foot behind if you want a little bit more. Big inhale in. Stay, keep pressing that left palm down on the breath out. One more in breath. Back to center with control on the out breath. This time, hands either side of the chest, breath in. Rolling the shoulders down the back, press the tops of the feet down, stay on your breath out. Now cobra pose, big breath in, lift the heart. Lower down, long breath out. Now slide the hands even further back, right underneath the elbow tips. You can stay here or upward facing dog. Pressing down to the palms, roll the shoulders, lift the pelvis off the mat, lift the thighs off the mat, lift the heart high. Down dog, chin to the chest, press the earth away, scoot the belly in as you send the hips high. Well done. Big breath in. Keep pressing the earth away, sit bones high, long breath out. Now rising up, balls of the feet, inhale, bend the left knee, lower the right heel down to the mat, exhale. Left knee bends, right heel down. Stay here, hover the left foot off the mat a couple centimeters. Hover the left foot off the mat. Off the mat, yes. Keep pressing down into the ball of that right foot. So the right heel is lowering down. You feel the opening through that right calf. Now drawing the left knee to the nose, scoop in, step the foot between the hands on the breath out, yes. Come up onto the fingertips, look forwards, inhale, lower the right knee down to the mat as you exhale. Left hand onto the left thigh, press down into your left heel, sweep the right arm up overhead, take a big breath in, lean over towards the left on the breath out. Back to center, sweep the left arm up overhead, inhale. Hands down to the mat as you exhale. Come up onto the fingertips, look forwards, breath in. Walk your hands back, straightening out through the left leg on the breath out. Point the left toes up, bring the hands right underneath the shoulders, come up onto the fingertips. Breathing in, and then pointing through the left foot as you soften the elbows and fold on the breath out. And then again, inhale, look forwards, flex the foot. Imagine like you're dragging the heel in as you pull the left hip back. Exhale, point through the left foot, soften the elbows, fold. Now look forwards, breath in, flex through the foot, drag the heel back, bend into the left knee, plant the left foot down onto the mat on the breath out. Arms sweep up overhead, big inhale. Hands down to the mat, step back, plank pose, exhale. Option to stay here for a breath in, then down dog, or shift the shoulders forward, exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, roll through the feet, big in breath. Down dog, press it back, long out breath. Stay big, inhale in. Long breath out. Now big inhale in. Lower the knees down to the mat, long breath out. Walk your hands towards your knees. Then pressing down into the balls of the feet, keeping the toes tucked under, sweep the arms up overhead, lift the sit bones away from the heels. Exhale, cactus the arms, bend the elbows open wide. Arms up overhead, big breath in. Hands separate the heart, breath out. Keeping the toes tucked under, extending your left arm out towards the left, point the thumb down, breathe in. Bending into the left elbow, work the hand behind the back on the breath out. Release your right fingertips down, take a big in-breath in. Right ear to right shoulder on the breath out. Now, if this is too much for the feet, you can always release down onto the tops of the feet if it gets too much. We're opening up through the fascia of the feet. Now stay one more big inhale. Bring the head back to center as you exhale. Press into the feet, arms up overhead. Send your hips forward, take a big inhale. Cactus the arms once again, long exhale. Arms up overhead, breath in. Hands to prayer at the heart, sit bones to the heels, breath out. Extending now your right arm out towards the right, thumb points down, breathe in. Bending into the right elbow, working the hand behind the back on the breath out. Lower your left fingertips down. Inhale, lengthen through the crown. Left ear to left shoulder as you exhale. Big in-breath. Keep pressing that right elbow out even wider on the out-breath. Smooth breath in. Head back to center on the breath out. Press into the feet, arms sweep up overhead once more. Big in-breath. Cactus the arms open wide, long out-breath. Arms up overhead, breath in. Hands down to the mat, downward facing dog on your breath out. Scoop up through the low belly as you send your hips high. Now right leg up towards the sky, big in-breath, this will feel juicy. Bend the knee, open up through the hip, long out-breath. Straighten out through the right leg, breath in, point the toes down. Knee to the nose, step the foot between the hands on the breath out. Big step. Left knee down to the mat, arms sweep up overhead, big breath in. Cactus the arms, bend the elbows open wide on the breath out. Arms sweep up overhead, inhale. Fingertips down to the mat as you exhale. Come up onto the fingertips, look forwards, breath in. Pick the left knee off the mat as you straighten out through the right leg, pull the right hip back on the breath out. Well done. Now right knee bends, wave it forwards, breath in. Keep the left knee off the mat. Straighten out through the right leg, pull the right hip back, breath out. One more, right knee bends, breath in. Press it back, long, breath out. Right knee bends, wave it forwards, breath in. Down dog, stepping the right foot back, breath out. Little bit of fire, more movement here. Left leg up towards the sky, inhale. Bend the knee, open through the hip, but keep pulling the right hip back as you exhale. Stay, breath in. Knee to nose, scoop in, step the foot between the hands on the breath out. Lower the right knee down, arms sweep up overhead, big in breath. Cactus the arms open wide, long out breath. Arms up overhead, breath in. Hands down to the mat, breath out. Come up onto the fingertips, look forwards, inhale, picking the right knee off the mat. Straightening out through the left leg as you pull the hip back, exhale. Left knee bends, wave it forwards, breath in. Keep the right knee off the mat, don't lower the hips too much. Press back, breath out. Once more, left knee bends, wave it forwards, inhale. Keep the thigh bone of the right lifted. Press back, long, exhale. Left knee bends, wave it forwards, breath in. Down dog, step it back, breath out. Good. Stay big in, breath in. Long, slow breath out. Rise up, balls of the feet, inhale. Bend your knees, look forwards as you exhale, step or lightly hop to the top. Flat back to lengthen, breath in. Knees soft, heels ground forward, fold, breath out. Deep bend into the knees, chair pose, sweep the arms up overhead, inhale. Stand tall, release the arms alongside the body as you exhale. Take a big breath in. Out the mouth, long breath out, let everything land. Sweeping the arms up overhead in breath. Knees soft, forward fold, sit bones back, long out breath. Halfway lift to lengthen, breathe in. Step back, plank pose on the breath out, take your time. Stay here, inhale, option for down dog or chaturanga, this will be your last vinyasa. Big breath in, up dog. Down dog, press back, long breath out. Stay, inhale. Lower the knees down to the mat, exhale. Good, walk your hands towards your knees. You'll lower your hips down to one side as you swizzle your legs towards the front of the room. That's it. Then here, bending your knees, planting your feet down onto the mat. You'll take your right hand and bring your right hand underneath the right leg, grab a hold of the left ankle, bring it in towards the right sit bone. That's it. And then stepping your right leg over the left leg. Don't worry if you've done the other side, doesn't matter. Now, if there's anything going on with the knees, you can keep that bottom leg extended towards the front of the room. Now, bringing the right fingertips behind the back, send the left arm up towards the sky, take a big breath in. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee on the breath out. Then pressing down into the sit bones, lift your heart a little higher, inhale. Use the resistance of the elbow to the outside of the knee as you twist deeper on the exhale. Send your gaze over that left shoulder or right shoulder. Depends what side you're doing. Big breath in. Twisting a little deeper, long breath out. Looking forwards back to center in breath. Releasing your hands, bring the fingertips behind you as you switch sides on the out breath. I like to call this Moulin Rouge switch. And again, any stuff going on with the knees, you can keep that bottom leg extended. Bringing now the left fingertips behind the back. Sweeping your right arm up, big inhale. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee as you exhale. Press down through the sit bones, big breath in, heart lifts high. Exhale to twist. And again, inhale, find more length, more space. Exhale, twist a little deeper on the out breath. And then looking forwards, breath in. Releasing the hands behind you on the breath out. Plant the feet down. And then slide your hips forwards. Start to point the fingers towards the front of the mat. That's it. And then here, press down to the feet, slide your hips even closer towards your heels and bend your elbows. Bend, bend, bend. That's it. Press down into your palms and imagine like you're dragging your hands towards your heels. Take a big inhale in, lowering your right forearm down to the mat on the breath out. Inhale, then lowering now your left forearm down as you exhale. Lower all the way down. Good. Starting to hug the knees in towards the chest. And then little rocks from side to side. Then here you can choose to stay, finding stillness as you press down, low back down towards the mat, and lengthen more through the crown of the head, or you can start to open the knees out wide. For Nanda Balasana, happy baby pose, maybe grabbing a hold of the outsides of the feet. Imagine like you're pressing the feet down towards you, but then resist and lift up with the feet. Like you want to stand on the ceiling with the feet. Let the shoulders soften down, let the heart be open. Now keeping a hold of the right foot, release the left leg, either choosing to bend the left knee and plant the foot down, or you can extend the left leg long, depending on how your hips are feeling this morning. Big breath in, and then taking a twist, right knee over towards the left on the breath out. Releasing the right foot, that's it. Now, if you need to, you can move your hips to come a little bit more in towards the center. Keep opening your arms out really nice and wide. Big breath in. Deepen the twist, softening the right shoulder, head down on the breath out. Inhale. Long exhale. Big breath in. Drawing your right knee back and towards the chest on the breath out. Drawing the left knee in to meet the right. Squeeze. Inhale. Opening the knees out wide, grabbing a hold of the outsides of the feet or keeping the hands to the shins as you exhale. Breath in. Soften the shoulder heads down, breath out. Keeping a hold of the left foot now, you can release the right foot. Either the foot comes down to the mat or you can extend the right leg long. Breath in. Taking the twist on your breath out. Left knee over towards the right side of the mat. Opening the arms out wide. Softening now the left shoulder, head down. Big breath in. Long breath out. And again, smooth in breath. Long, slow out breath. Bringing the left knee back to center, breath in. Squeezing the right knee in towards the chest as well on the breath out. Now here, you can go straight into your Shavasana if you would like to come into your stillness already, or if you feel like the body needs a little bit more movement, another pose or another few poses, this is your time to take that space, to choose whatever it is that you feel the body needs before stillness. For Mama, it's Shavasana. So last couple of deep breaths before moving into your stillness, if you haven't already. And if you're already in your Shavasana, bringing the feet nice and wide, arms alongside the body. And even though the practice was short, can you feel the energy that you've created in the body? How that starts to translate to the energetic body, the subtle body. And how that has maybe shifted something in the mind or even the heart. Releasing any control of the breath. And now, just for the next few minutes, we embrace heaviness, softness. Observing and becoming really aware of what you've shifted out of the body, or even what you've acknowledged and held space for during this time before you start your day. And if you have a little bit more time this morning, I recommend that you stay exactly as you are for another 5 minutes or so, or you can come up to your meditation seat and pause the video. Otherwise, together we'll take a big breath in. Out the mouth, long breath out. Thank you for practicing with me today, yogis. Namaste.